to do a discussion video assignment. My name is Arika Putri Amalia.
My name is Safira Octavia Ramadhani.
My name is Ardianti Safitri.
My name is Wina Ramadhani.
My name is Nini Salisha Maufiro.
And let's start the discussion. Welcome everyone, I'm the moderator for today's discussion, and our discussion is talking about online learning will replace forms face-to-face education. Now the definition of online learning is also known as e-learning or distance education, refers to a mode of education where instructions and learning take place over the internet or through digital technologies. In online learning, students can access educational materials, engage in lessons, and interact with instructors and peers remotely. Typically, through e-learning management system or other online platforms provide flexibility in terms of locations and timing, allowing individuals to pursue education and training without the need to be physically present in a traditional classroom. Online learning encompasses various formats including video lectures, discussion forums, quizzes, assignment, and more to facilitate the acquisition of knowledge and skill. Now I have two sides, disagree side and agree side over here, and I would like to hear from the agree side. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. So I agree with the topic that online learning will eventually replace many forms of face-to-face education. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many schools and universities shift entirely to online learning, and many of them have decided to retain elements of online learning even after the pandemic ended. Take UNESA as an example. UNESA offers online courses to provide flexibility to students in different locations or those with time constraints. This enables them to reach more students from various regions, save time, and reduce operational costs related to physical facilities. Also, the development of online learning platforms such as Zoom and Google Meet has opened up new opportunities for many people, especially students, to develop their skills and knowledge in a more flexible way. According to Kumparan.com, the usage of video conferencing platforms such as Zoom and Google Meet increased by 32% during the COVID-19 pandemic. This demonstrates that many educational institutions have relied on technology for distance learning and reflect the increased accessibility of online education. While face-to-face learning will always be essential, the reality is that online learning has become a valuable complement and in some cases a replacement. This is a trend that is likely to persist and evolve, offering students new ways to acquire knowledge and skills in a more adaptable manner. The utilization of technology in education promises a bright future where learning knows no geographical boundaries and can be tailored to individual needs. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you from agree side for sharing your opinion. Now I would like to hear from the disagree side. Time is yours.
Thanks for the opportunity. So I disagree with the topic that online learning will eventually replace many forms of face-to-face education. If offline learning is replaced by online learning, then it can affect the effectiveness of education because it has certain limitations and challenges. Like during the pandemic where all educational institutions, including universities, switched to online learning because the COVID-19 case in Indonesia was first confirmed in early March 2020. And it will make the students less experienced in social interaction, which is very important to shape the interpersonal skills in the students. Because the skills help them in various aspects of their lives, such as building healthy and harmonious relationships with their friends. Not only does it result in the lack of social interaction, but online learning can also cause gaps in access to education due to technological limitation. According to Sultan Kemenag Go ID, where online learning replaced offline learning due to the pandemic period. This has an impact on remote areas because online learning cannot be implemented properly due to the many obstacles experienced by each region, especially remote areas, as we know that internet distribution in Indonesia is not evenly distributed, where urban areas are more dominant than rural areas. Therefore, many remote or rural areas have difficulties in online learning because the internet network is difficult to reach. As a result, online learning, such as video calls, cannot be done optimally. Based on a survey by the Indonesian Child Protection Commission, of 1,700 students of various levels of education on April 13, 2020, around 76% of them said they were not happy with online learning. Only 23% of respondents found online learning is impressive. So, after knowing the impact of online learning, I don't recommend online learning to replace offline learning in education.
Thank you for the disagree side for sharing your opinion. Now the agree side, if you like to add any opinion, time is yours.
Thank you for the opportunity. I agree with the issue that online learning will eventually replace many forms of face-to-face learning due to the use of learning resources that can be accessed anytime and anywhere. So online learning offers a wealth of diverse learning resources that cater to a wide range of learning styles and preferences. For example, from video lectures and interactive simulation to ebooks, forums, and real-time webinars, the array of materials available is extensive. Additionally, these resources can be accessed 24/7, allowing students to learn at their own pace. Furthermore, online platforms often provide opportunities for collaborative learning through discussion boards and virtual group projects, fostering a sense of community among learners from various backgrounds and locations. According to Kompas.com, some of the available online learning resources include Rumah Belajar by the Pusdatin Kemendikbud, Distant Learning University by Indonesia University and several foreign universities, and online courses by Harvard University. Both teachers or lecturers and students are greatly helped by these learning resources, whether it's visual learners benefiting from multimedia content or those who thrive on textual information. Online learning resources empower individuals to tailor their education to suit their unique needs, making it an adaptable and inclusive mode of learning. This means no need to commute from one place to another or follow a rigid schedule. In addition, we not only save time but also save money, which can be used for other priorities. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your opinion. Now for the last opinion from the disagree side, time is yours.
Thank you, Arika, for the opportunity. I think I disagree that in the end, online learning will replace the face-to-face learning because online learning is considered very effective. It can be seen from several reasons. First, studying online can make students learn many things because studying online, students can access various information which increases their insight. And then second, the Research Institute of America note that student retention in online learning is great from 25% to 60% because students found learning via multimedia and the internet more interesting. The third is that it saves more time. Studying online make it easier for students to study anywhere and access it anytime. And then they don't have to spend time moving between classes to adjust the teacher and the material the teacher wants to teach. And the fourth is frequent assessment can help improve the quality of student. If you study online, the teacher gives routine tests or quizzes more often. There, you can measure how quickly the students are progressing during learning. And And the last is online learning is more environmentally friendly because it is considered to save energy and reduce emission compared to if students studied offline. The Open University in the UK notes that on average online learning requires 19% less energy and 85% fewer student emission. Okay, after knowing several reasons why online learning is much more effective, according to Kemendikbud, online learning also encourages students to be more creative and access as much knowledge as possible, obtained from online learning such as internet and anything. So it can be concluded that there is no reason to change online learning to face-to-face learning because online learning itself is much more effective than face-to-face learning. Okay, I think that's it from me.
Okay, thank you for all the participants who have been participating in this discussion. Let me conclude the discussion. Both sides has plus and minus. From the agree side, online learning can be accessed from anytime and anywhere. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, from the disagree side, online learning is not as effective as it is because it has certain limitations. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now we have heard the opinion from both sides, agree side and disagree side. And we would like to hear your opinion on the comment section below. That is all for our discussion today. Thank you for listening to our discussion and thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.